I've seen Aidley's equity card.
Right, smoking neutral density on.
Will I need any makeup on? Don't answer that. One, two. 1, 2. Do you want this chair passing over?
Huh?
Do you want this chair passing over? Do you want the chair?
Well, got you here.
Yeah, but where are you going to sit? Oh, you're staying there, are you?
I'm not going to interview you.
All right.
It's as if you're just doing it by yourself on camera.
Doing it by myself on camera. I don't like that. I'm a clean living man.
Hello.
Hello. So you're going to shoot me off by about there?
No, I've actually got you so that I can like the reflection of your glasses like see me.
Great.
Do you know if you want to just slightly look to that pole there?
Yeah?
Just let me have a look.
Imagine I'm talking to that pole. Well, you can't see my eyes anyway, can you?
Look here.
Yeah.
Just relax.
Something's just dropped on me.
What's that?
Oh no, I'm hoping it's nothing nasty.
I'm happy with that. Okay. Just say whatever you want to say about the Gibson showcase. Yeah. You know, how you felt it went,
Yeah,
the stars that you met.
yeah.
You know, just that way.
Right.
I'll chop bits out that
It was. It made a difference from a lot of the gigs we play in Leeds. Like you go into the Roscoe and places like that, the Irish Centre, and it's just like a world of difference, you know. But the guys that were on, like especially Nick Dixon and his band, they just, I think they just blew everybody away, you know. They were really, really professional in what they did. Nice people as well. That's about it, I think. I mean, it was just amazing to see that he turned up to come and watch us, you know. I mean, the man's obviously a legend. And how high can you get than you see where Elvis Presley's guitarist or Elvis was in your band? I don't think it comes any bigger than that, really. As I said, the man's a legend. Nice guy as well. So it was a real privilege to meet him.
What do you think about the band Atlanta?
The band Atlanta, I think they're crap. No, they're a bunch of good guys. I mean, John's my oldest friend, and they worked their asses off on this tour. They've really done well, you know. I think each individual's character, you know, but yet they seem to gel as a unit on stage. They come alive on stage like all good bands should do, and they just get on with it, play some good music, and have a good time. And I think their standard of musicianship comes through when they get on stage. It shows how good that they really are. It was like a shoebox, great atmosphere, and but I've never seen anywhere as small in my life. But the atmosphere made up for a lot, and the people that were in the audience, you know, they really appreciated, especially what Maxine did, having to get up on stage and sing like that in front of a place which is known for like country music and blues and rock, and she got up and sang her music. Very brave to do that, and everybody was just, you could hear a pin drop. She was amazing. What a trooper. great place. Yeah, we had some special people there the other night. There was Buck Brown, who's played with Nils Lofgren, and I've seen him on stage twice in Leeds, but actually meeting the guy, it was something special. He is the man for me. Really, really talented guy and a nice man to go with it. And then Roger Cook was there. I mean, what can you say about them? That man, he's written so many good songs. So many artists have recorded his songs. It was just great to have someone like that there, thinking, wow, he's watching the band, you know. And it just made it a special evening. Yeah, the difference between Browns and SIR was just like chalk and cheese, you know. Browns, as I said before, was like a shoebox, but this was really professional. It was slick, and the sound system was amazing. What Barbara did was amazing. All the work she did, all the preparation, and then the quality of the people that were on stage. I mean, it would go from Buck Brown again, Maxine, Nick Nixon, who blew everybody away again with his special kind of blues. Sean Thomas with his country band. What can you say? You know, the guy's got a great voice, great band. And then there was Atlanta. I think we know who they are, don't we? Atlanta? Anyway. And then, have I forgotten anybody? Was it Fletcher, the guy, the three brothers at the end? I mean, they're special. The harmonies and the way they blend it with the rock, and then they've got the gospel aspect that they play. I mean, I think everybody was just knocked out with everything. It was just a really special evening again. The whole trip for me has been extra special. Really privileged. Met some really nice people, and say it was worthwhile that 7-hour flight. And not forgetting Susan. She's been here. It's a birthday present for her, but she's been makeup lady, chaperone, gopher, everything. I think she's had a good time. I told her when I came here last year what Nashville was all about, and I promised her that I'd bring her one day, and I didn't realise it would be as quick, but I'm glad she's actually come over, and I think she's enjoyed it. But if she hasn't enjoyed it, she's going to be in trouble.
Pretty, very pretty. Jesus is big.
Talk about the Gibson Showcase.
The Gibson Showcase. Let me have a think, see if I can remember it. The Gibson Showcase. Yeah, I played a Slingerland kit, which was nice. That was an education. There was a big guitar shop round the back, wasn't there? I felt really out of it because all the other guys were shit hot. Absolutely shit hot. There was some black dudes who went into a funk song for the sound check. They're absolutely awesome. The standard of playing down here is just extraordinary. Extraordinary. But they're really nice people. Real nice people. The Gibson Showcase, it was a big concrete lump on a car lot, from what I remember. With a huge guitar outside. And they did some good Bud. Did some good Budweiser, from what I remember. And I was shit scared. Shit scared. But we did the gig, it was all right. We were on for about half an hour. It was well received. They liked it. And they liked Paolo's harmonica playing. I think he got the biggest cheer of the night. The drums weren't mic'd up, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter. It was good. It's all right.
I will talk about brands, about Buck Brown.
Yeah.
Fact, we met Roger Cook.
Sorry, speak up.
Buck Brown. There was Roger Cook there.
There was.
Maybe.
Yeah, who was that? Who was that?
I'm not rolling right now.
No.
I've stopped.
Who was that black guy? Oh, were you rolling then?
I've
When I was talking about Gibson
Yeah,
Showcase?
that's what I've rolled.
Oh, right. Oh,
I'll edit it nicely.
yeah.
We're going to talk about. Now we're going to talk about Browns. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what it was like to play in Browns. And, Buck Brown turned up.
Yeah.
To your amazement, you know, Roger Cook was invited when he was there.
Yeah.
A little bit about Maxine Taylor, you know, and just in general, and what you thought
Yeah.
of this. So,
Where from?
it's a legendary shithole.
Yeah, we played Brown's Diner, which is a shack of a place, like a railway carriage on a crossroad downtown. Legendary shithole, really. A shithole, but a legendary shithole. Buck Brown turned up, Nils Lofgren's guitar player. He's cool, he wears a leather hat. And he says he wants to work with me. He says, what did he say? You play the drums like I think, which is all right, it'll do for me. Do for me. He wants to work with me, apparently. So he says. Either that or he's got work for me. Painting his house or sweeping his drive, perhaps. That's good. And Roger Cook turned up. Roger Cook, the legendary songwriter. I'd like to teach the world to sing. I'd like to buy the world a Coke. And a whole bunch of other stuff. I remember him singing in Blue Mink and Melting Pot, that's right. And he bit in the background. Yeah, Browns was cool. And they did a great burger. Browns. They did Draft Bud, which was cheap. Yeah, it was an interesting experience, Browns. Yeah, small. And it was the first gig with the new kit that I'd hired. So it was straight out of the box, into Browns, and they're all out of tune and all fucked up, but it didn't matter. Yeah, so we got drunk, went back to the hotel, played a few songs, and it went down well. There were about 4 people there, I think.
Anything you want to talk about? Just the whole thing, the experience.
Yeah.
Obviously, bands.
Then we played SIR building on, I think it was Friday night. Was it Friday? SIR building, yeah, it was a big rehearsal studio with egg boxes everywhere. It's all soundproofed, dead place. But it'd been transformed by the lovely Barbara into some kind of Greek emporium with columns and candles and God knows what. And Buck Brown played. A country band who I can't for the life of me remember the name of. Sean, that's it. And Maxine sang. She was awesome. Maxine's been quite a revelation, really. She's good. Shit up. Great voice. Not my personal cup of tea, you understand, but I prefer a bit of rock and roll. She'd be better with a bit of electric guitar and a nice drum track behind her. Yeah, the country band, and there was another country band on, Fletcher, They were shit hot. Badass country, called it. Badass country. And we did a set, and for about an hour, I think, half an hour, 3/4 of an hour. Went down well. They liked us. Yeah, SAR. We had a bit of shit with the sound guy. He was a bit of an asshole, but it's good. It's a good night. I met a lot of people. Mostly Jesus loving. Jesus is big down here. Big news. You don't diss Jesus down here. What? Jesus. You don't diss Jesus, you don't diss Elvis, and you don't diss football. All three are pretty big down here.
So what do you think of the whole thing, the whole tour together to Nashville?
Yeah. The whole Nashville thing has just been awesome. Met some fabulous people. Big Steve down at SIR. He's built like a brick shithouse, covered in tattoos, but the nicest guy you'd probably meet. He's in charge of the drum shop down there, I think. He's great. The whole Nashville thing's just been wonderful, wonderful experience. And I'm glad I've done it. Couldn't not do it. Couldn't not do it. And the rest of the guys have been great. We haven't seen much of John. Sometimes I think we might be a bit of an inconvenience to Barbara, the rest of the band, but that's by the by. Is it? Can I say that? But the whole thing, I like Nashville. It's very pretty. The centre looks like Gotham City. The areas around it's very, very pretty. A lot of trees, and we went down to Memphis to see Elvis, but it was out, and well, dead obviously. And it's good. It's good. Graceland, interesting experience. You don't realise how big Elvis actually was, or is, still is, around here. And I think he could be bigger than Jesus. I'm not sure. It's kind of a tie between Elvis and Jesus as who's more important down here. And football, of course. Don't get me started on religion.
Okay, yeah.
I'm quite nervous about this. Well, what can I say? Here we are. It's nearly time to go. We leave tomorrow at 2:30. But it's been an experience and a half over here for me, as it's the first time I've been to this lovely state of Nashville, Tennessee. We've done practically as much as we can. We've fit as much as we could into a week. We've played various very exclusive venues such as the Gibson Showcase, which was great. Elvis Presley's guitarist was there and we all met him. What a great guy. He is now 70, or he's 75-ish. And there was no airs and graces about that bloke. He just spoke to us all, and such a friendly man, with his wife as well. And there were various other people there, people that I didn't recognise that were very famous, that obviously everyone else knew, but they were very good. From Gibson Showcase, we did the SIR, which was our own charitable venue for doggies and cats. That's what I like. We raised a lot of money for them. And at that showcase, we had, for instance, Buck Brown, who plays with Nils Lofgren who Niels Lofgren was Bruce Springsteen's lead guitarist for a few years. But he went out on his own, and then Buck Brown played with him, and he was playing with us yesterday. And I believe he'd like to play with us and do a little tour, which is very interesting. And various other artists were there, some great guys, some absolutely marvellous players. And I'd just like to say at this point, I'd just like to thank John, and I'd like to thank Barbara for putting all this together and making this happen. I don't think that it would have done if I'd have organised it. In fact, I know I wouldn't be here, because it was purely John Davis and Barbara that sorted all this out. And the guy that's behind that camera there, that you'll probably see at some point, acting the goon as usual, is laughing and stroking and just scratching somewhere where he shouldn't, trying to put me off. But it hasn't worked. Sorry, Liam. And we're looking forward to going home. It's the weather's been great, quite brownish, and I think that should just about sum things up. We're going to do a bit of shopping this afternoon for a lovely lady and her daughter that's looking after my little doggy at home, little Chili. So I'm going to go buy them a present just to show my appreciation. And I think that's about it. And we'll chill out here by the pool for the rest of the day and have a good night's rest. Get up early in the morning to catch the plane home, and it's always good to go home. I think that's about it for now. I'll catch you later.
Right, Tony, just want you to tell us about what you thought of the Gibson Showcase, what you thought of Browns, what you thought of SIR, the people you've met, the whole thing, just off the cuff.
Well, the Gibson Showcase was a great gig. It was our first gig here. Problems sorting out the gear and the usual stuff, first night of a tour. We really enjoyed it, met some great people. Met Buck Brown. I've forgotten the guy's name.
Nixon.
Nick Nixon. It was a guy with it. It was Scotty Moore. A lot of names that I'll never ever forget, like those that I just forgot. And myself, who is, what's my name again? Tony D. Tony D, which my name is now to be officially known as Tony D. So that was the first gig. Next gig, Brown's Diner. That was really interesting. Met Roger Cook without Greenaway, and had a nice chat. Met some more interesting people. Paolo was hanging around with me a lot. You know, I tried to get rid of him, hanging on my shoulder all the time. But what can you do? You know, had to be nice to him. Then went on to the showcase gig at the SIR.
You amateur.
Can I have these? Can you remove these people?
Do you want us to go?
No, it's all right. I'm just getting the giggles. And SRI was a great gig. Met some great people. SIR. SIR was a great gig. Met some great people, some great performances. Buck Brown did a great acoustic set. And the Fletcher topped the bill. Great bunch of guys, brothers. And we were quite pleased with our show as well, for a change. And then we finished off with a few parties, just to chill out. Played a bit of music, met some nice people. Paolo came out and told me he was gay, which I said, there's no problem. There's no problem. These days anybody can do that, you know, and you still be okay. You're still okay with all of us. Don't worry about it.
So yeah, a few little bombshells like that on the tour, but that's what it's all about. Life on the road. Took in Beale Street in Memphis. Went to see Graceland, did the whole tourist bit. What can I say? It was great. Ask me another question.
So you reckon that's something coming over here?
I can't hear you.
They just want you for your body, something that you go to. Treat you as a sex object.
You have that problem on tour, where people tend to treat you as a sex object. I've caught members of the band looking at me when I've been getting changed and things like that. It happens. They're only human. They're only human. They can't help the feelings, and I accept that. You know, they're attracted to me. You know, I try not to judge them for it. And oh, that reminds me. That reminds me of something that I saw on tour.
I've got the reflection of that in your glasses.
Nothing for a second.
Just in case no one knows, Liam
Yeah.
bare his bum.
That was the nicest thing anybody's ever done for me this tour. That's the nearest thing I've had to sex this tour.
So Tony, in general, how's Nashville?
It's been warm and wet, which is just how I like it normally. But it's been good.
Do you see yourself coming back into?
Yeah, you know, I'd love to play with Willie. That's one of my ambitions.
Willie Nelson,
Oh yeah, what did you think I meant? I didn't mean play with Willie, obviously. You know. Yeah, I'd love to come back and do a bit more.
So you enjoyed meeting Grant Bowler?
Yeah.
What was it?
Grant Boatface. Yeah, I did. It was a privilege to meet him. Yeah.
It's big wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah, and Hurricane Camille as well. She was great. Yeah, met some great people.
Did you say something very secret yourself?
Say something about myself. What can I say? I mean, the camera says it all. What can I say? I just, just do the best I can, and that's it.
Is somebody interviewing me?
No, it's crap.
Oh dear,
Yeah.
this isn't good at all.
No.
I need a
no,
script.
It's not. It's not.
Basically, I'm going to shout a few things out, but it won't come out on camera anyway, because it'll just be
You
you.
didn't do that for me.
Yeah, you do it for
Just-
me.
I just had to
Do
waffle
that
and
for
waffle.
me.
Yeah, but it's that's
Need prompting. I
right,
can
it's
think of
basically-
loads more stuff now.
Basically, we're just going to talk about the journey here, first gig, Gibson Showcase, who you met, how it was to play,
I'm clapping
went through Scotland Board, then going to Browns, and how
Am I just talking about Atlanta, or am I talking about me, or the whole trip, or?
whole experience. Yeah.
Right.
So let's start off with Gibson Showcase. Everybody you met, what it's like to be with the band, and the guys, and John. Nice things that Barbara did at SIR. Talk about SIR, and talk about things in general. Yeah, because you've been there, so you know. So after 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, and no.
Well, we flew out on 9/11, which to start with was a mixed bag of emotions. Obviously, the date being a fairly scary date to fly out on into New York, but no, that was okay. And we've done 3 gigs, I think. Started off at the Gibson Showcase. It's a great venue, and some great people turned up to see us, so that was good fun. The band struggled a bit with monitors on stage, so it wasn't the best situation for them. But it kind of got us kick-started into the tour. and your man turned up. Scotty Moore. And Scotty Moore came to meet and greet and say hello, which was a really big thing for all of us. Shook his hand, the hand that played the guitar for Elvis Presley. Then we did Brown's. Then we did Brown's Diner, which was a tiny little railway carriage. I think can be converted into a diner come music soiree type place, and so that was completely different. Very small, sound was very minimal, and for me personally, playing my lone acoustic guitar and singing on my own, doing my own sort of quite mellow songs, as you'll see later, that's quite difficult really, because in those situations people tend to talk. But then the other opposite was the SRI gig, where we had wonderful PA and monitors and a monitor engineer and out front engineer, all Headley, doing a fantastic job out front, which meant that anyway that the band had fantastic monitors on stage and great sound, and the audience was there to listen, which was really, really special. And I think the thing with Atlanta is that this is probably the tightest lineup for a long time. They've been playing regularly together and got a really good chemistry going, and they're always playing to consistently high level, and so even with all the new strange things thrown at them, different monitor mixes and no monitors and strange backline, and they consistently play good shows over here in Nashville. And of course John's songs, really, really strong songs. So we've had fantastic fun over here in Nashville. The weather's been great. The band and crew and all the people that came with us have been fantastic. We've had just such good fun and laughs aplenty. So today's the last day, and we're just getting our stuff together and heading out to the airport and flying off into the blue, back to home.
Alright, what we want to talk about is, for example, your experience, how you found the concerts. You sang at Brown's and you met Roger Cook, yeah? Should we start with that then? That's all. How you found Brown's, what it was like to sing in Brown's and to meet Roger Cook, yeah?
Okay.
You go.
All right. Okay. It was a great experience singing in Brown's. When I first looked at it, it looked like a little shed, and then I went in and there was all these famous people in it. It was a great experience. I was quite nervous, really, because I didn't know how what they would think of me as a classical singer, as it's known for country in Nashville. But it was great to sing and for their compliments afterwards, and to get pictures with them as well. It was nice for like my records. Yeah, it was great. Really liked it.
Okay, stop there, that's great. Fantastic. Hang on a second. You sang at the SIR, yeah? And you sang together with Buck Brown. You need to sort of, just go ahead. On 3, 2, 1.
Buck Brown, wow. He played guitar on 2 songs for me, which was really nice. He did it straight away, which was good because we only gave him the music the day before. It'll be great to have him down as playing for me, as he's so famous himself. I thought his set was really good, and then for him to play for me, it was great. It was a great concert. All the other acts were great as well, and the band Fletcher was great, and Nick Nixon, and for me to sing there at 17 was really good.
That's brilliant. Now just do a little last bit. Your experience on the road going to Memphis to see Grace with all the guys together, and how that affected you. Yeah.
going to Memphis, well, it was really good. Got to see Elvis's house. It was quite sad actually for his life, and because he died so young, and he was the king. It was really nice to see his house and to see all the aeroplanes and how he lived life and the cars he had, and yeah, it was nice, and it was a nice sunny day, and we all enjoyed ourselves. My friend's going to be jealous as well because she loved Elvis, so I brought a memento back for her. But yeah, it's great.
Okay, the last bit about your audition at their university and the possibility that you might go international. Yeah. Okay.
I went to Vanderbilt, which is a university in Nashville, and it was great. It's not a conservatoire, but because I've been looking to go for next year, it was really nice. All the people were friendly. They showed me the concert rooms, and then had an audition with Amy Jarman, which is head of vocal, and she said I was very promising for the future, which was great to hear. 17. I sang 2 songs to her, and the head of the Vanderbilt said it was great for him to meet me, and he showed me around, told me what courses they had, and gave me some information and for my audition if I want to audition for it, which is great. I can start in September, which will be really nice, so hopefully I'll audition for it and see what happens, which will be great.
Okay, the last bit, how it was to be together with everybody at Atlanta, John Davis, Barbara, yeah, alright? Okay.
It was great to come here with all the guys. There was only me and Sue that were the girls, but it's been really funny in the car and everything. We've had a right laugh. All the guys making jokes, and Liam being Elvis, everyone getting drunk on the party nights. Even I had a tequila, which was good. But yeah, it's been really nice to be with the gang. It wouldn't have been the same without everybody else. It was really good.
Fantastic.
Well, it's nice to be here in Nashville, the first time I've ever been to America, in fact. And Nashville obviously is an American centre of the music industry. We arrived on Monday late evening, me and my daughter Maxine, to catch up with the boys from Atlanta, the band that we're here with. John Davis kindly invited me to come along and work the sound for him and do some little things with the sound that the sound system that we use in different places. The venues that we played up to now, the first one was the Gibson Showcase, which was great, which we met Nick Nixon, and who was a fantastic blues guitarist that I'm sure if you check him out, you can buy some of his CDs. And also one of the legends of, the legend, the guitarist in this all over the world, I would imagine, a guy called Scotty Moore, who played with some of you might have heard of, a guy called Elvis, all the way from Graceland. We had a look around his house, fantastic, what a place. We've had a wonderful time while we've been here. One of the reasons I came was my daughter Maxine is really up-and-coming singer. She's doing fantastic over in England, and we thought we'd come to see America to see what they thought about her over here. She actually did an audition for the Vanderbilt University, the Blair School of Music, and we met Amy Jarman and Dwayne Segar, the dean of the college, who instantly gave her an application form to join the college, but it's a bit of a long way to come over. But we're thinking about it, and she has got the chance to come over here if she wants. She did a showcase with John and the band, and a guy called Buck Brown, he's played with 1 or 2 people. Somebody called Bruce Springsteen, I understand, and another guy called Nils Lofgren, and he plays with everybody. He's a fantastic guitarist, a real nice guy. He just picked up the guitar and learnt the song within 10 minutes, and Maxine ran through it in the afternoon, and they performed it in the concert at night, which was absolutely fantastic. I'm sure she's had a great time. I've had a great time. We've met some wonderful people, some really friendly people. I've never met so many friendly people in my life. They just come to my house, eat my food, have a drink, anything's possible in Nashville. And we met another guy called, an English chap in fact, called Roger Cook. He wrote 1 or 2 songs, probably 400 or 500 songs more like. Everybody's recorded his stuff, and he was great. Took a photograph with him. Couldn't do enough to help. He has to listen to Maxine sing on her own. You know, come over here and sing in the bar, in the Browns Bar, which is a legend of a place. If you've never been to Nashville, you've got to check out Browns Bar when you come here. We met just another chap in the bar. We were just having a drink, talking, and there's a guy playing guitar, a long-haired, grey, old guy. And Liam, the cameraman, just said, "Wow, you know, I'm sure I recognise this chap." So we were sort of checking him out, who we thought he was. When we actually spoke to him, he couldn't have been the nicest fella, and he plays with a chap called Neil Young. After the Gold Rush, he's played with everybody. He's actually got a plaque on the bar with his name. It's called Grant Boatwright, and it says, "The Hall of Fame salutes a musical genius, Grant Boatwright." That's actually on the bar. And he was, "Hey guys, how you doing? You want a beer? Come sit with me and take a photograph." And they're just so friendly, it's unbelievable. The hotel's been pretty good as well. We've got a nice pool. You can see the pool behind me. And we've really enjoyed it. I can't really explain it. It's just a little bit cloudy today, but it's been a really hot, sunny few days. I got a bit of a suntan, and we've enjoyed it very much. Maxine's enjoyed it, like I said before. I'm sure all the guys in the band have enjoyed it. I was working the sound on a desk that I've never seen before in my life at the SRI Club, a 32-channel desk with every possible combination of settings, what you could use, and I think we did okay. We got a good sound out of it. Everybody seemed to be pleased. Nick Nixon was playing guitar, and he thought it was great. He had a really good night. Barbara and John have been really good. The food that they brought to the concert was fantastic. We had a great party last night at Terry's. I can't remember much about it, but it was good. They tell me. I enjoyed myself. That was great.